everyone, it's me, Ellen, although you guys probably know me better as Messy. And today I am doing the 30 minutes art challenge. This is actually the third time I am recording this voiceover because the first one that I did while I was drawing was not even saved. So I spent a whole, like a half an hour I was recording and I just was talking to the microphone for half an hour, and then when I was planning on editing the file, there was just nothing there. No audio whatsoever, and I don't know why. And then the second time the audio quality just sucked, so here's my third attempt, and we'll see how this goes. So like I mentioned, today I'm doing the 30-minute art challenge, which basically is, well, like the title says, it's a challenge where you have to make a drawing in 30 minutes. Now, I do have a relatively fast art style, like in general, but 30 minutes is not a lot. Even for me, that's a very short amount of time. Like, the least amount of time I spent on, like, a headshot or something, like a fully shaded headshot, is usually, like, an hour and a half or so, usually 2-ish. That's about the time I spend on a I can't talk today, I'm sorry you guys. I'm much better with words when I'm writing, but I didn't want to write captions for the whole thing. So I'm just trying to talk, I guess. Which I'm not very good at, and that's gonna be an issue when I'm gonna start making tutorials in the future, but you know, we'll see how that goes. I might have to draw, or no, I might have to write a little script next time I record a video like this. But you know, we'll see. For now, we're getting into the 30 minutes challenge. As you can see, I picked to draw Pinkamena from MLP. I mean, everyone who has at least interacted with the MLP fandom at least a little bit has... Well, they probably know about who Pinkamena is. It's basically evil Pinkie Pie in a way. Although not really, but, you know, that's fine. She's psychopathic Pinkie Pie. That's the best way I can put it. I decided to pick her because I really like the idea of her. And there's already so much good Pinkamena art out there, so, you know. I thought, why not add another one to the list? But then again, this was made in only half an hour, so it's not gonna be that good. What I am doing at this moment in the drawing, I am making the sketch. I mean, obviously, that's the first thing you do. But, sorry, I'm really struggling with words. I don't know, there's things that I want to say and I don't know how to actually speak them, you know. I'm sure some of my people out there will understand. You guys will know what I mean. But basically, what I usually do is I sketch first. Then I do coloring. Then I do, like, the flat shading, I guess. It's not flat, because I am shading, but it's not like the basic shading. It's not smoothed out yet. Then when I smooth that out, and then after that I add another layer of shading and one of luminosity, sometimes even multiple, because that adds like a really nice shadow light effect, and also adds more color to it, which I always like. Also, the main reason why I was doing this challenge is because I am still working on my Elements of Regret series, which is the thing that has been like the longest ongoing thing on this channel. Like, I've been working on that series since 2016, which is insane. I think it was 2016 at least. Wait, let me Google it. I'm gonna look through my own YouTube page for a little bit. Hang on. This is important. Now I have to know when I started working on it. You don't understand. Sorry if you hear noises in the background. The isolation here is shit. So you can hear everything from outside. It's awful. Let's see. I made the first in the series. Oh, July 2017. Okay, so I've been working on this for about 3.5 years now. On this series. And I'm actually kind of working towards the end now. The only like real important main character death speed paint that I still want to make at this point, and that I have been working on already, is Celestia's death. And I actually have made 2 versions of it already, or well, not complete versions, but like 2 times a work in progress. And with the first one, I don't remember how far I came. I think I only did like the background and some very basic, maybe I don't know what else I did. I don't remember, it's been a few weeks already since I worked on the first version. And then the second version I worked on about a week ago, last probably. And I don't know, I don't really like that version either because I'm about halfway done with that one, but it just doesn't look good. I just don't like it, not at all. And I mean, with my art, it's usually like, sometimes it takes a while for the process. Like, it doesn't look good all the time. It doesn't look that good until I'm done. Like when I'm adding the final touches. But like, I want it to look really good because Celestia's death is like the last main thing before I start working on the end of the series. I mean, it's been over 3.5 years, come on, it's time. It's time to end it. But yeah, I really want Celestia's death to be a good speed paint. I really want it to be powerful, I want it to be impactful, I want it to look good. And so far, with the 2 versions that I've made, that's just really not working. So it just doesn't look that good. So I might have to work on another version again. Because so far I'm just really not liking it. Meaning I will have to, I might have to start over again. Or I could continue on the version that I currently have, but I don't like it so far, not at all. So I'm really not liking that because I've spent like 5 hours on the second version already. And I don't want to have to start over again, but on the other hand I also don't want to give you guys a drawing that is not worthy of what you guys deserve as a good final piece before the end, you know? I don't know, I want it to be really, really good. So I don't want it to be a disappointing artwork, if that makes any sense. Because this series is like a really important thing to this channel, and it's really important for me personally because it's like a thing that I made my own. It's something that I've put a lot of effort and love into. So I would hate for there to be a piece that I'm just not proud of. I really want to make something that I'm proud of. That's like the main thing, because I'm really proud of what I do on this channel, you know? I'm proud of the things that I make, I'm proud of what I'm doing. I like the art that I create most of the time. Celestia's death is just really not working for me so far. Like, I have the main concept in my head, but the way that I am currently visualizing it is just really not working for me. I don't know if that makes any sense to you guys, but I hope it does. But yeah, it's not working for me the way I'm doing it right now. So I might have to redraw it. Maybe I'll continue on the version that I have right now. We will see. I really don't feel like starting over again because, like I said, I've already spent like over 5 hours on it already. And I would hate to have wasted all that time, you know? You know, otherwise I might just continue working on the version that I have now, but I'm not sure. I'll just give it some more time and continue working on it when I have like a clear idea of what I want to do. And in the meantime, I'll just work on some different stuff that I have been putting off, I guess, or different projects that I want to work on. Because I always have a lot of ideas, but but either I have no motivation or no time to do them. And right now I'm really excited about a big project that I'm working on. Which I will not be revealing a lot about yet. Because I don't think I'm ready to reveal anything about it yet. Not a lot at least. I can... The one thing that I would share with you guys from it is some of the character designs. I have actually uploaded the character designs to my Tumblr. Or at least 3 of the character designs so far. It is not MLP, but I will be uploading more content for it once it's ready to my Tumblr. So if you guys would like to follow along to the progress of this project, go follow my Tumblr. I could put a link in the description, or I'll just put the username. I have not been that active on Tumblr in the past, but I'm really trying to get that thing going by putting updates of that project and like work in progress stuff. I will put all of that there. So I feel like, you know, if you guys have Tumblr and you guys are interested in my content, then feel free to follow. I would really appreciate it. Whew, I've been talking for a long time already. My voice is not made for talking for a long time. Ooh, okay. Oh yeah, about my accounts. I also have, to those of you who don't follow them yet, I have an Instagram account and a DeviantArt as well. I have Twitter, although I'm never active there. So, I'm not really active on Twitter, but you can follow me there if you would like. Sorry, my throat is a little... I don't know, it's been acting up all day, and I don't know why. I'm not sick or anything, it's literally just my throat being a little shit. It happens sometimes, that's just a thing that happens, okay? It's fine. I'm fine. That's kind of what I'm trying to say here. Besides that, I also have, of course, this YouTube channel that you're watching right now. What else did I have? I have an old Wattpad account, but I wouldn't recommend going there. There's a really old Markiplier X-Reader fanfiction, which I don't recommend, but, you know, if you are interested in really crappy writing by a 13-year-old, which is how old I was when I wrote that, I think, if I remember correctly at least. You know, if you guys like that stuff, feel free to check it out, I guess. I'm pretty sure I have the name somewhere in the description or whatever. Honestly, I don't even know if people are watching at this point of the video. Because knowing... It's kind of sad, because a lot of my subscribers tend to, when they watch my speed paints, they just sort of... They open a speed paint and then immediately scroll to the end so they can see the result. Which kind of takes away the point of a speed paint, but you know... It's fine. But when I look at the analytics and it's like a 10 to 15 minute speed paint or so, and then the average viewing time is like 3 minutes, because there's like a few people that watch the whole speed paint and then the rest all just skips to the end immediately. I don't know, it's kind of sad, because I do put a lot of effort into my art and into my speed paints, so they are enjoyable for you guys to look at, you know? So when people don't, when people just sort of look over that, I think, I don't know, it's just kind of sad. Because I spend hours editing this stuff, you know? And making it. I spent hours for you guys. So, you know, I really appreciate the people that watch my videos completely. I also appreciate the people that only watch the end result, but the people that watch the whole thing, those are like the real ones, you know? And also, people, when you watch my full speed paints, that's when you can really, like, see all the details in them, too. Because I put a lot of details into my art that you will not be able to spot if you just watch the end result, or at least most of the time. Like, when it comes to, like, that Among Us, mixed with MLP speed paint from a few weeks ago. I think it was a few weeks ago. How long has it been? I don't know. But when you look at that piece, there are some small details in there that, if you know where to find them, you can immediately figure out who the imposter is. It's not hard. You just have to know where to look. And in that particular speed paint, it's really not hard to find at all. But you do have to look for it, I guess. Actually, you don't even have to look at it. If you just watch the speed paint, you will easily see it. And then in the comments, I can easily figure out who the people are that have not watched the whole speed paint, because then there's people who are like, oh, I think it was this pony. No, I think it was that one. And I'm like, if you just look at the tablets that literally have the voting screens on them, if you look at the one from the imposter, you can see that the imposter's name is in red, just like the game. But you do have to look for it. Or at least you do have to think about it. Because if you just think about it and if you're, you know, if you realize that, oh, of course, I can just look at the tablet and see who the imposter is, like, you will immediately know. But some people just comment like, oh no, I think it was Twilight because she brought the body. And like, no, look at the damn tablets. You can, it's so easy. Of course, I know most people just watch it for fun. And I'm not here to be rude about anyone because they don't watch the entirety of my speed paints. That's not the point. I make art because I enjoy doing it, not because I want other people to look at these tiny details in them. Although it would be nice if they did, but you know. No, I make art because I enjoy it and because it allows me to express myself in a way that I can't with other things. I think that's also part of the reason why I dropped out of art school. I went to an art and design school for 3 months, and I felt like I was forced in so many directions that I didn't even have the time anymore to work on what I really wanted to do. Because what I did was art, communication, and design, but in the end, I barely got to work on my own stuff anymore and what I really wanted to do. So I ended up dropping out after 3 months. Which was kind of sad, because I did like the people there, but I liked the people there more than I did the actual school stuff. And you know, I'm not gonna stay there just for the people, because that would still be a waste of time and money and resources, etc. that I just don't really want to spend on it. I would rather spend time at home working on things that I actually like doing than going to school and doing stuff that I don't really like, you know? And I know some people will be like, okay, but you need a degree to get a job and stuff. And I'm like, no, I don't. I don't need a degree. I want to work for myself. I want to work on my own projects, make my own money. I don't need anyone else to do that. I don't need to spend my precious time and money and effort into stuff that I know I'm not going to enjoy. I would rather spend it on stuff that I actually do enjoy, that I also know I can exceed in if I just put in the effort for it. And you know, it's been working out quite well for me. I mean, obviously my art is not making me rich yet, but and I don't know if it ever will, because we all know that artists don't make that much money most of the time. But you know, what was I saying? Sorry, I got a notification on my phone and now I forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, like it has been working out pretty okay for me. Like, I'm not making hundreds of euros with my art yet, but I am making some money. I am enjoying what I'm doing. I'm having a good time. I'm only 18, so I don't need to make that much money off of it yet. I mean, I do have to pay for health insurance, but, you know, that's fine. And I do still have a job besides this. It's just washing dishes in a restaurant, but it's fun. I have nice colleagues. I have an okay job. I make some money, and it's okay for now. I don't need that much for now. I don't need to immediately make 6 figures when I'm 20. Like, that's not realistic. So for now, I'm just doing what I do. I'm slowly building it up. I'm slowly building it up so I can eventually become, maybe, hopefully, a popular artist. I want to grow in what I do. I want to do more things, different things as well. Like, the project that I'm currently working on is going to be something totally different from what I've been doing so far, but I'm super excited for it. And, you know, I'm just really excited about what I'm doing. And I think I can become pretty successful if I just put in the work. Because so far it's been going alright. I mean, I reached sorry, having trouble talking again. I had a stroke. Fun. No, I think... I mean, I did reach 10k subscribers recently, which is like crazy because I didn't expect that at all. Like, of course I hoped I would. And but when I started with my channel, I was hoping I would maybe get like 1,000. I mean, when I started, I was hoping I would maybe get 100. I didn't expect to get 10,000 at some point. But now we're going for you know, 20k at first, and then hopefully eventually 100k. Maybe 1,000,000 someday, who knows? But then, if I do want to reach 1,000,000 subscribers, I'm gonna have to do a lot of different things, because there's not gonna be 1,000,000 people looking for ponies. Probably. Well, I mean, if you look at, like, really popular speed paints from, like, Blitz is Alice Dash, I'm sure you all know her, and Amalogist, like, they have multiple speed paints that have over 1,000,000 views, and I'm like, wow, I don't know how they do it, but okay. Especially when you look at, like, the old pieces that aren't as good as the one that they make now. Like, they had, like, with Amalogist, she had, like, the original Rainbow Factory speed paint, like, the OG speed paint from the Rainbow Factory that inspired everyone else. And that has, like, I don't even know how many views it has, but I know it has several million. Now I gotta find out about that. Sorry. I keep getting distracted the whole time. Her original... Oh, huh? Oh, the original has 11 million. That was 5 years ago. And then the redraws, they have a lot less. Like, the most recent redraw she did doesn't even have 500k views. Which is so crazy, because the original had 11 million, but it is, quality-wise, a lot less good. I'm sorry, but it has to be said, Amalogist's old art from back in the day, it just wasn't that good. Which is fine, because she wasn't that experienced yet. But then when you compare it to her art from now, which is much better, it's kind of crazy because she doesn't get as many views anymore. She still has some recent speed paints with 1,000,000 views, I believe. Like, I think probably the My Little Amnesia redraw. I'm not sure though. I don't know, it's been a while since I watched her videos, but like, the thing is, I don't know, maybe that's also because the MLP fandom has kind of calmed down a little bit since the show itself ended. Which is obviously kind of sad, because the fandom itself, like, a lot of the artists that are in the fandom are still thriving. I mean, I know I am. Of course there's Blitz, she's doing great. Amala isn't that active anymore. I mean, she never was super active, but, you know, she's, you know, and there's other artists like Lovia. I really love, oh yeah, her real name is Antonia. She's amazing, I love her. She's not that popular of an artist, so if you would like to, I would recommend you check out her channel, Lovia YT. She's a sweetheart, she's an angel, she's 14 only, and she has, like, a really good art style. Especially for someone her age, like, damn. And then she calls her own art bad, and I'm like, girl. Girl, do you see it? Do you see your own art? Honey, look at it, it's so good. But, you know, like, she draws better than I did when I was 14, I'll tell you that much. But, you know, it's fine. I mean, everyone improves at their own speed. And sometimes you will see your own art as bad, and sometimes you will see your own art as good. When I look at this drawing in particular, this 30 minutes challenge, it's not that... The final result, obviously it looks unfinished, but that's because it is. When you look at the art skill itself, when it's done, is like, that's pretty good for what you can do in 30 minutes. And, like, there's just so much you can do in 30 minutes. There was no way I was going to be able to blend everything out and smooth it out and draw in all the details. That was just not possible. So for what I was able to do in 30 minutes, I think is pretty good. But, you know, that's where skill level comes in, because I have a lot of experience with this kind of art. Not doing it in 30 minutes, but I have done a lot of these ponies. I have done a lot of shading on ponies. I know how the shapes work most of the time. I know what I'm doing. because this is a skill that I have practiced for years. I've been doing this. I got my first digital drawing tablet when I was 14, I believe, in 2016. Yeah, I remember. I got it for my 14th birthday. That's when I got my first drawing tablet, and like, since then I have been improving with digital art. And if you look back at my art from when I just started drawing digitally, it is such an improvement, and it's kind of crazy how much you can improve in only 4 years of time. Like, I'll try to put up some art in the screen right now. So I can show you guys a little comparison from what I did in 2016 compared to what I do now. If I can find it, I'll show you guys my very first digital art, but I don't know if I can. I don't know if it still exists somewhere. I know it was on my old laptop, but that old laptop was completely destroyed, so I highly doubt that that's still anywhere to be found. Which is kind of sad, because I love looking through my old art to see how much I've improved since then. But if I can find some of my old digital art, I'll show it on the screen and then compare it to some recent stuff or whatever. Which definitely shows how much you can grow in a short time. Like, even if you compare art from now with art that I made a year ago, there's so much improvement there. Like, even if you compare it with this particular piece that I made in 30 minutes, if I were to do this challenge a year ago, it would not look the same. It wouldn't look as good, because I have improved a lot in my skill over the past year. You know, you as an artist, you really improve constantly. That's the thing. And I get a lot of people like kids, you know, little kids that are maybe like 12, 13, 14 years old. Sometimes even younger. And I get people that come to me and they're like, wow, you're so talented. I wish I was as good as you are. You know, it happens. I'm pretty sure every artist gets messages like that, but you know. And there's kids that come to me and they're like, wow, you're so talented. I wish I could do what you do. And I'm like, girl, you're only 12. Don't worry about it so much. If you just draw and do what you enjoy doing, you will get there eventually. Just do what you enjoy doing, improve your art skills, and once you're as old as I am, because I'm 18, well, when you're once you're as old as I am, you will have improved a ton if you just keep drawing. That's all you have to do. Keep drawing, improve the skills that you have, learn from other artists. That's the most important thing. If you don't do those things, you're not gonna improve. That's what really makes the difference. You really have to allow yourself to grow, and don't try to be the best immediately, because that's impossible. There's no way you can immediately be a great artist. Everyone starts from a point where they don't have this skill yet. I wasn't born good at shading. I wasn't born being good at anatomy. Actually, I'm still not good at anatomy, but you know, I have definitely improved a lot. You know, and it almost makes me kind of sad, because young artists, they really tear themselves down sometimes because they aren't at the same skill level as someone else. Like, of course you're not. You're young. You're not the same age. You don't have as much experience. There's no way you would be at the same level. It's just not possible. So stop trying to stress yourself out so much to be on the same level, because that's not possible yet. All you have to do is keep practicing and you will get better. Like, again, if I compare my art from now with art that I made like a year ago, or 2 years ago, or 3 years ago, or from when I just started drawing. Hello. There's art from me that I made when I was like 6 years old. Like, do you think that looked this good? No. My art from when I was 12 years old, that didn't look anywhere close to what I do now. I still want to make a video someday where I look through my old sketchbooks from when I was really like 12 or 13 years old. And I will show you guys what my art looked like back then. I really want to do a video like that someday, because you guys need to stop tearing yourself down so much because you cannot do what other artists can. Even though you're much younger than them and don't have as much experience. when I look through my old art, there is so much that needed to be improved, and a lot of that has improved by now, and the only reason why is because I kept drawing. So don't let your self-doubt about your art stop you from creating. That's kind of the main thing. If you let your doubt get to you, that's what's gonna ruin it. You gotta try different things, you gotta experiment, you gotta grow. And the only way you can do that is if you keep drawing, keep practicing, you will get there. And it just takes time, and that's okay. Because you don't need to be amazing immediately. I'm a good artist now, and I say that with confidence, because I know that I've worked really hard for it. I'm a pretty good artist. Am I perfect? No. There's always room for improvement, and there's still a lot that I want to learn, and that I have to learn. But I'm already a pretty good artist. And, you know, of course, there are artists my age, or older than me, or maybe even younger than me, that may be slightly better at what you know, at the same things. There's probably a kid out there who can draw better than I can, and that's okay. Because, you know, I will improve, that kid will improve too. And there's still a lot that I want to learn, and there's a lot that I still have to learn. I want to get better at drawing humans. I'm not very good at that, but I am learning. I'm already a lot better at drawing humans now than I was 3 years ago. Trust me on that. And like, you're not gonna be perfect immediately. That's just not possible. I'm trying to be motivational here and I keep saying the same things, but it's true. If you don't work for it, you're never gonna get better. It takes time, and that's okay. Like, my mouth is completely dry because I've been talking so much. But the video is almost done. I know about half an hour has passed now, so I'm just adding the finishing touches here. I have barely even talked about the drawing, but that's okay. I'm just adding like the finishing touches with the shading now, because this is basically where my time was almost up. So I'm just doing like the final layer of luminescence and multiply. Those are like the main things that I use for my shading. Because I have like one base layer that I do some softer shading on, and then I do the really rough shading more with multiply and luminosity to really enhance it, if it makes sense. Honestly, one of the reasons why I really love doing speed paints is so you can see the process. You can see what I do and you can learn from it. That's how I learn most of my digital art skills anyway. I learned a lot from watching Amala, for example. Even though she has a style that is with line art and I don't. Oh yeah, at this point in the video you can see what it looks like without the sketch. But I do like it better with the sketch in this case, so I'm keeping it there. So you can still see the mouth more clearly. But like, if you look at the version without the sketch layer on it, it still looks pretty good. Like, the shading itself is not bad at all. Honestly, the main thing that needs to be added is just, it needs to be more smoothed out. But like, it's half an hour, so I don't have the time for that. But I'm pretty sure I was done at this point. I think all I did now was add my signature in there, and then I was done. Oh yeah. This is where I added my signature, and after that the video was ready. And then I had to record 2 more versions of this voiceover, so that was fun. Enjoy that, Ellen, from about 4 hours ago. Yes, I have been working on this for about 4 hours now, and I'm absolutely exhausted. I'm tired, I don't want to work on this video anymore. So I'm just gonna edit it now. I'm gonna add the finishing touches. So I'm finally done. My sister is screaming in the background, that's fun. But yeah, I'm pretty much done with the video now. So I'm gonna get to editing. I will show you guys the final result, etc. I am absolutely exhausted from talking so much. This is the most I've ever talked in one day, I believe. That's probably not true, but I am very tired of it. So I'm just gonna relax for a bit. I'm gonna get a cup of tea or something. I'm gonna eat something. probably. My mom is making really nice dinner at the moment, so that's nice. And I'm gonna relax for a bit, and then I'll talk to you guys later. I'm just gonna edit now. I think there was something else I said in the original voiceover, but I cannot remember what. So I'll just have to leave that for now. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, I am still gonna work on Princess Celestia's death. It just might take a little longer because at the moment I'm just not really happy with it. Like I mentioned earlier in the video. I'm just really not happy with it, so that'll have to take a little longer. It'll take some time, that's fine. I'll be okay. It'll be okay. I will make it eventually when I'm happy with what I have. But like I mentioned, it'll take some time, and that's fine. It'll be there when it's ready. I'll keep you guys updated. Like I mentioned earlier as well, you can follow me on my social media for more frequent updates, because I'm not as active here as I am on the other stuff. You can find me on Instagram, DeviantArt, Twitter as well, but I'm not active there. You can find me on Discord too. You can add me on Discord if you want to chat sometimes. If you want me to look at your art and help you out, maybe give you some tips, feel free to send me a message. I reply most of the time if I'm not busy. Sometimes I accidentally miss a message. Sorry about that. Feel free to message me. It's fine. I will, you know, you're always welcome in my messages. Kind of sounded weird, but you know what I mean. So feel free to hit me up if you ever want to talk about anything. I am usually free when I'm not busy working on something. I will be working a lot on that other project that I talked about before in this video as well, which is not MLP related at all, but it is something that I really want to work on and that I'm very excited about. So if you would like to see more about that, you can also follow me on Tumblr, where I will also be posting more sketches and other art as well. You can follow me on all that social media. You can subscribe to me here if you aren't already. I would really appreciate that. Please give the video a thumbs up. It would really help me out. Feel free to check out my other speed paints. I have a lot of them. I have several playlists as well, if you would like to check those out. Most of them are of my speed paints. Actually, I'm pretty sure all of them are, but that's okay. Yeah, I think that's about it. I'm gonna edit now. I'm very tired of talking. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I will be uploading more as soon as I can. And now I'm finally signing off. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.